Okay, now rollerblading. This one has the twisty dance at the beginning of the episode once again. Uh, Here they use like a much different shot of they use like a longer clip of the Teletubbies saying "uh-oh." Like in the other episode, Little Baby, the Teletubbies are already looking at the camera before they say "uh-oh." Here we actually see them turning their heads at the camera. So yeah, that's pretty weird in my opinion. And the TV event music is also different. I think it has a different opening shot as well, but yeah. Lala's chosen. The audio of them saying again again is a little bit off sync when they play a second time. Like, these kids are rollerblading with their bald mom. I just have to mention the mom's bald. Can we just, discuss that? Like, these kids. Also, I thought one of the kids was, a boy, but apparently they're both girls. And, she breaks her finger, and she's, freaking out about it. I didn't like that. And then, the scene where Poe is, or Tinky Winky, Tubby Toast is tidied up by the Nunu, and Tinky Winky is very peeved and chases the Nunu all over the house, but then the Nunu starts chasing him. And the zoomed out windmill clip with the regular whooshing sound. I thought the windmill was gonna stop spinning, but Tinky Winky says, "Oh, run off." And then after that, the first part of the magical vent tune plays as the Teletubbies go watch the animal parade. This time the elephant trump is not heard. And then the windmill stops spinning. In the Sunday special version instead, they go do the stamping and stepping dance. Poe's the missing Teletubby and Tinky Winky's the boo shouter. Next up is Naughty Duck. I'm not a big fan of this. But this long opening scene where Lala and Poe are making adjustments on the control panel. Some of the dialogue from Sea Lions when they're making adjustments is reused, apparently. As a zoomed out windmill clip, and Poe's chosen, they use the original audio, and they're watching the story of the Naughty Duck, apparently, which, if I can get this thing to load, I need to read what the Naughty Duck does to be naughty. Man, I hate this computer. Apparently the duck is, barking like a dog or something, making different animal noises. That's why it's being naughty. And then, they do the bumping dance at the end, and it's the extended version, and something weird happens. The Teletubbies look directly at the windmill spinning as they stay outside at the end of the dance. And it cuts to the voice trumpet rising and saying, "Time for Tubby bye-bye," and they say, "uh-oh," and run off. Why the hell does that happen? I'd never understood this when I first saw this on YouTube a long time ago, but apparently this is the last time that happens, so yeah. But in the Sunday special version, instead, they actually see the windmill spinning normally with, the sparkles and the whooshing sound, and, it shows an extended shot of them looking back at the camera and saying, "uh-oh," and they go watch the rollerblading TV event. Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby, and Dipsy's the boo shouter. Ice cream sundaes. Oh, wow. Yeah, the scene where Poe finds the watering can, the same watering can we've seen before. There's a rabbit clip from Baby Animals at the beginning of the event. Or at the beginning of the segment, I think. But yeah. And yeah, she waters the flowers, and they grow giant size. Oh my god! That scared me. Giant flowers. Oh my god. And she waters all the Teletubbies' favorite things, and they get really big, including Dipsy's hat, which this already happened before. And then the watering can disappears. Actually, when Poe is done watering everything, she puts the watering can back where she found it, and the flowers have disappeared. So does the watering can. And then they go watch a TV event that Tinky Winky's chosen for. And, yeah, these kids are making, ice cream sundaes. They look pretty cool, I guess, but yeah. And then they do a splashing dance with the Right Path 2 opening shot with the windmill on screen. And it has low-pitched opening music, which I just thought was weird. In the Sunday special version at the end of the dance, the windmill stops spinning, and it shows a clip from Hanukkah of the Teletubbies saying, "uh-oh," running off, which I thought was weird. But yeah, Dipsy's the missing Teletubby. I don't know why I just said that. And Lala's the Boo Shouter. Playing with dough. This weird scene, the opening scene, just full of stock footage. The Teletubbies running around. They run out the house, they run around in circles, and then they run to the spot where they watch the lion and bear and see the windmill spinning. But yeah. And then, Dipsy is chosen for a TV event. Yeah, these kids are, like, making, like, this Play-Doh, and, like, the mom cooks in, like, the oven, and I'm kind of expecting them to eat it, but no, they just play with it and make stuff out of it. But yeah. And then this next scene, which has the Right Path 2 opening shot without the windmill on screen. Like, the Tubby Toast machine goes, like, crazy. And, like, spits out a giant piece of Tubby Toast that neither one of the Teletubbies can finish because it's too big and they're too full. But then Poe, of course, eats the entire thing. And then they see a zoomed out windmill clip with the whooshing sound. When they say, oh, run off, then the first part of the magical event tune plays. Yeah, at the same time, the whooshing sound is still heard. And they watch the magic tree and the windmill stops spinning. Lala's the missing Teletubby and Poe's the Boo Shouter. Again, that happens quite a lot nowadays. Kite Flying. This one has the opening scene from Numbers 1, version 2, where the Teletubbies come outside to play with their favorite things. This time has the Right Path 1 opening shot. Tiki Wiki is chosen for a TV event. These kids are flying their kites, obviously. And the next scene, this cloud falls onto Tiki Wiki's head, and, like, he shows it to everyone, like it's sparkling and stuff, and then it flies away, and then Tinky Winky's sad, but then Dipsy lets him wear his hat. So yeah, and in the Sunday special version, they do a dance after that. I think it's either a falling down dance or jumping dance, I don't know. But, like, I feel like jumping dance could be fine, because they're, like, trying to jump up to clouds, maybe, and Tinky Winky falls down, kind of similar, because, like, he's, like, the main focus of the previous scene, or maybe it's the falling down dance, I don't know. Poe's the missing Teletubby, and Dipsy's the Boo Shouter. Ballet Rhymes, or some people like to call it Ballet Rhymes 3. Like, a third Ballet Rhymes? This is, like, the first one, what do you mean? This is one of the only 2 episodes where the Happy Dance shows up at the beginning, and one of the few times where it shows an opening shot. One of them is the Right Path 2 opening shot with the windmill on screen. I was so shocked when I saw this, because originally I saw a video of this, of the TV event, and it showed a little bit of the Teletubbies saying, uh-oh. It didn't show, like, a little bit of the dance before the windmill starts spinning, so I was kind of confused. Like, I was kind of wondering what segment had that happen. But yeah, it's the Happy Dance at the beginning. That just seems weird. I always thought, like, it was more fitting at the end of the episode. Tiki Wiki's chosen for a TV event. These kids are, like, putting on this play at their school. One of the ballet things they do is, like, 3 blind mice. And the Teletubbies start dancing all over Teletubby Land. Lala dances next to the Tubby Custard machine. And Tinky Winky and Poe do a special ballroom dance. Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, Lala's the Boo Shouter, and already my throat is getting really sore. Now Numbers 4 version 2. This one has the opening scene from Samir's gymnastics, where the Teletubbies are walking in front of the trees. And this time it has the lion and bear field shot. I call it that because it usually shows up in most episodes before the lion and bear is about to begin. And the scene is mirrored as well. Then TV event, Tinky Winky's chosen. And, like, it's like the original Numbers 4 TV event, but with some slight differences. I don't know how to explain it. And then the scene where they're playing Who's in the House, where, like, each of the Teletubbies leave the house one by one. In one part, they used footage from Naughty Horse Returns, where Tinky Winky and Dipsy are jumping. So yeah, and they all leave the house, and Nunu's in there by himself and runs around. And then the windmill starts spinning right away without the Teletubbies saying uh-oh, with the first part of the magical event tune. Apparently. And it's the Magic House, it's the bottom left window version. I probably should have mentioned this before, but in some episodes of the show in Icelandic, I think that's what you call it, in Iceland in some episodes. There's a completely different voice coming out the puppet's mouth, and it sounds so creepy. I don't like that voice. I don't know if it's in this episode, but I forgot to mention it when I was talking about various other episodes, but yeah. And the windmill stops spinning, but the sound plays a few seconds later. But yeah. Lala's the missing Teletubby and Tiki Wiki's the Boo Shouter. Now, haircut. This one has an opening scene. It's like a mix between the opening scene from Stonewall or Dry Stonewall and Squirrels. Like, as the beginning part from Dry Stonewall, where the Nunu's cleaning up, and then like the second half of the episode of Teletubbies coming inside the house is from Squirrels. So yeah. And Dipsy's chosen for a TV event. This time the TV event actually plays once instead of twice. Yeah, kind of similar to Most Funny Lady episodes. Yeah, this kid's getting a haircut. There's like this parrot or something in the barbershop that he's in. And then like there's an alternate version of the mirror segment, which has the Field 1 opening shot, long opening music, like extended, and like there's no field shot, apparently. Like, it's like the same scene, except there's no, like, in the original scene, Tiki Wiki had a problem where he was too tall for the mirror. Here he doesn't have that problem at all. And there's this extra part where Poe comes in. She sees the mirror, and she'd rather play on her scooter. Kind of like when that chair appeared that one time. And then they have an extended ending where Tiki Wiki, Dipsy, and Lala see the windmill spinning, and they go watch the dancing bear, which dances once, and then the windmill stops spinning. Poe's the missing Teletubby, and Tiki Wiki's the Boo Shouter. Now Carnival 2. Oh dear, a sequel. My god, I hope it's better than most other sequels I've seen. It has quite a long opening scene where the Teletubbies are singing about their favorite things, and when they sing about them, they appear right in front of them. Of all things, that actually happens. But Poe sings the song about Cloud, and it starts raining on her, and we actually hear, like, thunder coming from, like, the cloud. She runs away, and then the TV event just starts right away. And Dipsy's chosen for a TV event. It's very similar to the first one, but it has different kids getting ready for, like, the carnival. And yeah, it's practically the same thing, but slightly different. And then after that is the Follow the Leader dance. Previously, this dance showed up on a video called Dance with the Teletubbies, but was never used on the actual TV series until this episode. And after this, it only appeared in one other episode, which we'll talk about much later, apparently. But yeah, but other than that, it was used in a lot of episodes of the American version of the series. So yeah, it was also, I think, used in some Sunday special versions. In this episode, the ending is a little bit different. The Teletubbies actually make a sound when they sit down, unlike usual. And when they look this way, usually they're shown sighing. But when they look that way, it cuts to the voice trumpet, which is delayed, but the sound plays a few seconds early. And it says, time for Tubby bye-bye. And then they're, like, immediately outside, getting ready for their game. Instead, in the Sunday special version, before that happens, the Teletubbies look this way, and they see a modified windmill clip that was shown in a lot of earlier episodes. And they use a clip from Sandcastles where they say, uh-oh, run off. And then they, like, go watch a magical event. It's either the Animal Parade, Dancing Bear Dancing Once, or the Magic House. I don't know exactly which one it is, but yeah. And I don't know if the windmill stops spinning or not. And Lala's the missing Teletubby, and Poe's the Boo Shouter, and that's it for this part.